Hey, Iz, what's up? What in the... Huh? Why are you doing this anyway?
I'm doing my first triathlon. I thought maybe I could wear my swimming, biking, and running outfits at the same time. You know, save on changing time.
You should just be yourself and use fashion to express yourself. We sketched a dress, and it had a lot of cool elements in it. Superhero princess.
Very princessy.
We thought you could incorporate technology into fashion. Fabulous!
Funding for SciGirls is provided by the following. The National Science Foundation, supporting education and research across all fields of science and engineering. The National Science Foundation, where discoveries begin.
Math and science are everywhere. They're the building blocks of tomorrow. That's why ExxonMobil sponsors programs to get kids excited about math, science, engineering, and technology. So one day they may become the scientists of the future.
SciGirls. We need SciGirls. Come on. When I need help and I've got a question, there's a place I go for inspiration. Gotta get to the web, check the girls' investigation. What girls? SciGirls. Woo! SciGirls. I need you. SciGirls. Come on. You got log on, post, upload, pitch in. Yeah. Wanna get inside a world that's fascinating? The time is right, 'cause SciGirls are waiting. SciGirls. We need SciGirls. SciGirls.
Hey, Iz, what's up? What in the... Huh?
Yeah, hi. I'm doing my first triathlon. I'm worried I'm gonna be the last one to cross the finish line, so I thought maybe I could wear my swimming, biking, and running outfits at the same time. You know, save on changing time. Yeah, swimming in my bike helmet might not be the best way to go.
You look pretty silly. Why are you doing this anyway?
It's a fundraiser to save the domestic mallard.
Domestic mallards? You mean ducks? They're not going extinct. There's like 7 of them right there.
Jake, when it comes to saving the animals of our planet, you can never be too proactive. Oh, there has to be something I can do that'll help me make it across the finish line.
Well, what if you made one suit that you could wear for all 3 events that didn't look, you know, like that?
Hey, that's a great idea, Jake. But I'm gonna need some help. I need the SciGirls. I'm a racing machine. Nope. Aha! Clothes with tech gadgets inside. That's exactly what I need. SciGirls, I'm running your way.
Oh my god, it's an average of the party. There are definitely a lot of people coming to see what we've done. We're freaking out.
It's always last minute in fashion.
I'm scared. We're so fashionably late, it's unfashionable.
Oh no! Are people leaving?
We'd like to apologize for the delay. Yeah! Fabulous.
Come on out, Hallie.
Hey, girl.
Woo! Oh, beautiful. You gotta work those pom-poms.
I'm Hallie. My theory on fashion is you should just be yourself and use fashion to express yourself.
Her original poncho.
Made this. We just dress up in crazy outfits and even sometimes stuff that we make.
Ariella,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Strike a pose.
My name's Ariella. I live in New York City, and I'm 12 years old.
Sophia, you can come out. Oh, fabulous.
My name is Sophia, and I'm 13 years old. I really think that even though you should always be yourself, trying different stuff in fashion isn't changing you, it's adding on to your personality.
I was walking home from school one day, and I was like, I want an outfit like that, so I drew it. This is a ridiculous scarf. This is like my all-time favorite.
We decided to brainstorm an idea for our absolute favorite dress.
Puffy sleeves, pink and black, right? Should I go crazy?
Yes.
I like the ruffles. We should make it light up. Or iPod speakers.
Yeah. We also wanted to make it completely outrageous in other ways, like adding LED lights all over the ruffles.
I think we should put a cape.
Yes.
Superhero princess.
I always wanted to be a superhero. Well, that is, superheroine.
Today we sketched a dress and it had a lot of cool elements in it, like really puffy sleeves that we thought maybe you could incorporate some technology into. It also had a huge skirt. This kind of reminds me of this book I want to show you guys.
Oh, let's see it.
It's called Fashion Geek.
You know my love with geeks.
Clothing, accessories, tech.
I love the flower in her hair.
It's like headphones.
The bag lights up when your phone rings. They're little LED lights. It showed a lot of ways to incorporate technology into fashion, like using LED lights.
This is pretty cool because after it shows you what it is, it like tells you how to make it.
We could totally make this.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like a bio.
Look there.
The author's name is Diana Eng, a fashion designer who specializes in technology, math, and science. She was on season 2 of Project Runway. I know who she is.
Yeah.
I love Project Runway. It's like one of our favorite shows. You wanna see if we can like email her?
Sure. We said that we really liked what she did and we were thinking about trying to make some of her ideas and if she had any advice for us.
Send.
I'm gonna see you later. I gotta go to drama camp now.
Oh, we have your show today?
Yeah.
Oh my
Really
gosh,
exciting.
break a leg.
Bye.
We'll call you later.
Yeah.
And then we made a project page and answered a bunch of questions and we did some quizzes too, which was cool. We're opposites.
Only because I didn't want to dissect that animal.
Oh, we got an email. She emailed us back. This is so cool. I'm definitely willing to pass on some advice. Actually, I could use some help too. I'm working on a new project for girls like you and would love some feedback. Maybe you guys could come by my studio space and lend me a hand. Oh my gosh! That's so cool. Tomorrow, we're gonna go meet with her and help her with her new project, which is really exciting.
We brought the sketch that we did yesterday.
And see what Diana has to say if she wants to give us feedback.
I was really excited to meet Diana.
I'm Diana.
Hi.
Hi.
We're looking at your book.
Yeah, and it seems really interesting and cool.
I'm having a launch party for a new project I'm working on called Fairy Tale Fashions in 4 days. And I was wondering if you could help me make a garment for a model to wear that will be displayed in a small fashion presentation.
Yes, definitely.
Woohoo! This sounds exciting.
Fairy Tale Fashion is a new project I'm working on with girls, and I'm asking them to imagine that they're fashion designers in a fairy tale. I was kind of into programming when I was 12. I guess I've always been into technology because I used to do a lot of science fair when I was little. Hopefully I can teach them that there are all sorts of neat things that are involved in technology or science.
As well as she helping us with the project, we're helping her with the project.
I heard that you had been thinking of some ideas yesterday.
We were thinking kind of like princess superhero type
Yeah, maybe we can do some brainstorming and think of ideas for the technology.
We told her our ideas and we had this big brainstorm.
We can kind of play around with some LEDs, and LEDs are light emitting diodes, and they basically just light up. This is a breadboard.
Not for bread, I take it.
Use it for prototyping electronics, and we can kind of try playing with the LEDs and seeing how they light up and what different colors they are. On the LEDs, there's a positive side and a negative side. The longer lead is positive and the shorter lead is negative, so you want to connect the longer lead to the positive side of the battery and the shorter lead to the negative side of the battery. The LEDs use different voltages, so I have this resistor set up over here so that the ones that need less electricity won't burn out if we plug it in straight to the battery. You know, you can have fabric laying over the LEDs and it will diffuse the light and create different effects.
That's
so
so cool.
That reminds me of a roller coaster.
And we can maybe do some of the glittery effects. So this is something could be used as a cover.
It's amazing.
Tell me a little bit about the theme you're saying, superhero, princess.
Princesses and superheroes, like two things that like girls everywhere would like
Right.
love to be.
A lot of times when you think about princesses, they're really like dependent on a prince. To add the superhero element, it shows you that she can fight evil on her own.
I think this is a really interesting combination. So we're gonna go fabric shopping in a little bit. You guys wanna think about what sort of fabrics we should look at?
For the ruffles, we might want lace.
What should we do with the cape?
We can maybe make something that's like really drapey in the back. Do you wanna do some sketches and
Sure.
kind of try and think about it? A lot of times what we do in fashion is draw one figure and then we trace over and draw all of our different designs on the ones that we trace over so that they'll all be posing in the same way. Our first one We're thinking about having like a cape that's in strips. Should we have the ruffles down here?
I think we should do it more on the lower part because it would tie it in with the cape a little bit.
You guys have lots of sewing ahead of you. Should we bring this with us to the fabric store so that we can test the fabrics over it?
I think that's a good idea. I like that one. I think it's really nice. I think I like this one more. I don't like the color.
Should we grab a bunch and then hold it up over the LED cylinder?
Okay.
Boy, that's a lot of fabric. You can make a lot of clothes with this stuff.
Right now we're trying to see which fabric makes the colors more prominent.
So this one is pretty see-through. The light shines through better.
I do like this one.
It just kind of looks like the fabric is lighting up. I think we should get this one, this opaque one, and then...
I really like Sophia and Hallie. They seem really bright, and I really enjoyed experimenting with them to look at the different fabrics and see which are gonna work best with the LEDs. You guys want to meet up tomorrow? Okay. Sure. Okay, I'll see you guys at the workspace. Okay, bye.
Let's go.
Oh, hey, Diana. Hey, Diana. Today we got to meet with the model and we got to take her measurements.
Waist 25.5, 34 inches.
We also looked at some inflatable skirts.
This is just like a pump you would use when you're camping to inflate mattresses.
What is the skirt made out of?
Oh, it's made out of plastic tablecloths.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, and it's really easy because you just melt them together with an iron and it seals them. Just flip it on.
A plastic tablecloth. Before the picnic, right?
I would definitely love the inflation to be in the sleeves.
We also looked at an L-wire coat. The L-wire changes patterns based on how much she's moving. It has a special driver in it, and the driver has an accelerometer, and so the accelerometer senses when she's moving and creates a sparkling pattern. Should we shut this off and try to attach the other L-wire?
Sure.
Okay, great.
Maybe we could use some of this on the cape.
We could do like hot pink L-wires.
Especially because we have the little strands on the cape. Why don't you work on the designs?
Now we're working on redesigning our dress using the LEDs and the L-wire and even some inflatables. So what do we want to keep from this design and what do we want to change?
I think we're just kind of adding on to it more so than completely changing it.
And in this design, we kind of left out the puffy sleeves. So I think we should kind of draw them back on.
Puffy sleeves, swimming, yeah.
The puffy sleeves were something that we definitely wanted in the initial design. I think the cape part should change when she moves. Might be a little too much with the LEDs.
I think that maybe if we just leave the shirt
Just without the LEDs? Yes. I think this dress is gonna look great.
Girls, let's see what you have.
We put back in the idea of the inflatable sleeves. We put them back on because we wanted to use inflatables and we thought that that would be a good place.
You wanna kind of think about where else we could put inflatables and make sure that we're putting it in the best possible place.
The reason we put them on the puffy sleeves was because we wanted puffy sleeves, and so that would be like the best way we thought to have them.
Oh, okay.
We really could try like where else we could put the inflatable.
I don't really know how to shape it.
The only thing that was that the cape is there.
Right. It's kind of like we have to choose one or the other.
Well, I think the cape because, well, that brings the whole
That's true. I was a little bummed out, but then when I sort of saw how they wouldn't work, then I thought it was a good decision. Then maybe could we do the inflatables somewhere else?
Maybe you can use them under the ruffles and the skirt.
The ruffles could be like hanging like this and then they can go up.
That'd be cool.
You want to redo our sketch?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with the cape?
We were saying we would put the L-wire as trim, like at the bottom.
So we can actually sew the L-wire right into the edge. We can just put the fabric like this, stitch it right in.
For each different type of technology, there's a lot of ways to trigger them.
So we have the LEDs. This will be a switch, and the cape will be motion activated.
I think that today we can maybe either make the inflatable part or do the LEDs.
I think we should do the LEDs right now.
Yeah, LEDs.
Here we have an Arduino microcontroller.
Arduino microcontroller. Wonder what that is.
And we're going to use it to make the LEDs light up and twinkle. The way a microcontroller works is you program it on the computer and then send the program to the microcontroller, and we're going to be able to control on the computer how long the different LEDs are lit up. So we're telling it to basically turn the LEDs on and then turn them off. So let's make these two blink really quickly then. It's loading. Now it's running the program.
Oh, that's so cool. Computers are so smart.
We use the computer to program in what LEDs we wanted to light up when.
That's really cool.
That's awesome.
It's like Broadway lights.
And that was really cool because it sort of showed us like how it would look on the dress a little bit.
How did the lights go into the dress?
Oh, so we're going to sew the LEDs into the dress with the conductive thread.
Conductive thread has metal in it, so when we sew it into the leads of the LED, it makes a connection.
So do you want to finalize our prototype so that we can figure out how many rows we want to have? And then maybe we can figure out the blinking pattern too.
I think on the front of the dress we should have like 3 or 4 rows. And then for the cape, I don't really know how many strips are gonna be on the cape.
We could just kind of hold up maybe the measuring tape.
So we're gonna have 8 strips.
Our longest strip is going to be 65 inches. You know, you guys, we only have 3 days now until the event.
A little bit freaking out about the time limit because we have to hand sew all the LEDs.
Tomorrow, I'm going to be at camp that I have, so I'm gonna miss a lot of the day, but as soon as I come, I'm gonna put 130,000% into what I'm doing. Hi, I'm Sophia, and I'm gonna show you what else I like to do. Hi, that's me, hi. In addition to fashion, I'm really into architecture. I love designing buildings. This is how I feel I can make the most difference, by becoming an architect. I love reading. I have a bunch of books. I even have books in the kitchen, see? That's my mom. There's all my stuffed animals. Bye.
Today we're gonna sketch out the pattern for the LEDs so we see how we wanna connect them to the Arduino and how we want them to look on the dress.
I think I heard somewhere that this was called parallel.
And it's sort of the same thing we did on the breadboard.
A parallel connection is when all the positive sides are connected together and all the negative sides are together.
Hey girls, I picked up some lace for us for the ruffle.
I love this lace, it's pretty.
Ooh, look at that lace. Very princessy.
Do you want to see sort of the design we had for the
Yeah. You know what we'll do, instead of connecting this to the coin cell battery, it'll be connected to that microcontroller that we had yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And so that's what'll make it blink.
And that will be enough to power it too?
Mm-hmm. How many LEDs do you think you're gonna have in each row?
We had 7 in 3 rows. 3 times 7 is 21. So do you want to make them 9 inches apart?
Okay.
So your circuit looks really good for putting these in parallel. The only thing is you have to make sure the positive and negative side never touch, because if you do, you'll make a short circuit.
Right.
And it'll heat up and get really hot. Yeah, I guess we should get started because we only have 2 days now and there's a whole bunch of things to do.
We're about to start sewing in the LEDs, and we're gonna do the positive side first and then the negative side. Ariella's going to twist each side of the LEDs, and she's also gonna cut them so that we know which side is which. It might be a little bit hard because the lace is not that wide, so we don't wanna have the positive and the negative thread on any of the 3 rows touching each other. But in order to not run into that problem, we're gonna find a path to sew along.
There, I think I'm at a pretty good stopping point.
Me too. All right, so do you want to start working on the inflatable?
We worked with the inflatable for the first time, which was really different from what I had expected.
Why don't I show you how to make the air bladders? You're going to put it between these 2 pieces of fabric so that it doesn't get stuck to the iron. Press the iron on it for 10 seconds and we can hook it to an inflator and see what it looks like.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I know we haven't really gotten that much done today and we had a whole day, so.
Tomorrow we'll just power through everything.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi. Hello, this is Ariella. Here is my desk. It is currently a mess, as it is usually. I love bracelets. Here is my collection of TYs. I can show you guys my gymnastics routine. So that's me, and this is the end of the show. Those are the awesome curtains that make the room pink. I love that. That's all I wanted to say for now. I hope you liked my pink room.
So we have a lot to do today. This lace is a lot of work.
Sophia's not here. We only have 2 people, and Diana at least is working on the cape.
I'm a little stressed out because we have a lot of work to do. Maybe before we finish this row, we should test it out. We can put the negative thread here.
Is it lighting up? No.
Oh my gosh, really? Really?
Let's do it again. Maybe we're short-circuiting it.
They were working before. Why is it doing this? We're testing the negative and positive threads, and we're trying to light up the lights, but they're not lighting up. So it's really frustrating because we've been working really hard on this, and for them to not light up, it's just like, do you think I should just keep sewing them in?
The only problem is that if it's not the battery.
True.
Want me to go ask Diana before we continue? So I'm gonna lace just in case. Hey Diana. Oh, you're sewing the cape.
Yeah, I'm putting EL wire into it.
It looks so well with the ribbon. Me and Hallie were having a little bit of trouble with the LEDs. We got one to light up, but we put in 2, and we don't know why one of them is not lighting up.
So sometimes, even though they're the clear ones, they are different colors, and they still need different voltages depending on the color. Yeah.
Well,
so not
I
all
can
of
find
the
out
clear
which
ones
colors you
will.
put in.
Okay.
Hey Hallie.
So what did Diana say?
Well, she said that it could probably be the volts.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this bulb out and put another green one in. Do you wanna get started on the inflatable?
Wow, they seem awfully calm. They haven't even figured this out yet.
6, 7, 8.
Yes!
10.
Did you do it? Letting up. Yeah, they
Woo!
all work. I'm feeling really relieved that I actually figured out how to fix it, and I'm also really proud of myself for figuring that out. What happened is that the brighter one has different voltage than the other 2. So we went through all the LEDs. I replaced a bunch of the LEDs with ones that have the same voltage. I'm really excited that we figured out the problem, but I'm also still kind of stressed about time.
Hey, girls.
I've been working on the inflatable skirt.
Okay, that's good. Maybe we can hide this, like this over here. Scrunch it up in the back.
Yeah.
In the back part, it has these little points. Is that okay?
I don't know. It looks a little weird with it.
Instead of having it as a big rectangle, do you want to make one that's like a big tube? And then we'll just fold those up so that then the points won't be there.
She came over and she suggested the tube, and then she showed me how, and I realized it wasn't that hard.
Ariella, I finished the lace. Really? Yeah, you want to see it all lit up?
Well, it all lights up. That's like a miracle, you know.
Yay! It seems like we have every piece of the dress. We just need to put them together.
I think it's time to meet Hallie.
I'm Hallie. And this is my little sister, Zadie. That's my mother and my father. Aren't they cute? This is my room. Those are all my stuffed animals and dolls and stuff. That would be Moxie. Hello. This is my wall of inspiration. And these are a bunch of my books. Say hello to the fishies. That's my creepy doll head. Peace out.
Today, I am feeling really excited because today's the party.
I have friends coming, my family's coming, and I even heard that the press is gonna be there, which is crazy. We are getting the model ready to go out, and it's really exciting.
Oh my gosh, we're supposed to be out there in 5 minutes.
There are definitely a lot of people out there. It kind of sounds like a semi-big crowd. It's very exciting though that people are coming to see what we've done.
First of all, we'd like to apologize for the delay. We had to sew some things on, and we thought it would be appropriate to be fashionably late. We've been making this garment that uses technology and fashion together. Without further ado, our garment.
When we first created it, we had a basic theme of princess superhero.
We think that some of the aspects are more princess and some are more superhero. The technology really brings out both of those.
You can see it's an inflatable skirt.
The lights on the skirt, they're hooked up to an arduino, which is like a mini computer. We have what we call L or EL wire.
Diana worked on Project Runway. She did fashion with technology.
And she was our mentor through all of this. Can we have a round of applause for her, please?
So I hope that you guys enjoy our party and have fun looking at our fairy tale fashion creation.
I love the lights.
I think it's absolutely adorable.
I love that it blows up.
It like all works really well together.
Of course I would wear it.
I think all the stress is worth it because it just looks amazing in the end.
We didn't even get to see the whole thing today. This is like our opening too.
I like the designing and I like seeing it all come together. Wow, I really took that from paper to real life.
I think this was a really successful launch, seeing that there are so many young girls in the audience.
Thank you so much for having me.
So great. I think our dress is really the perfect dress for a superhero princess.
Definitely. It's kind of sad that it's over because the whole process was so great. But I'm really excited that everybody's seeing the dress and everybody's loving it.
SciGirls Fashionistas.
Nice.
Yep, it's fully loaded. Floaties,
Sweet.
aerodynamic wings to cut wind drag during the bike ride, which will remind people what we're riding for.
Well, the ducks seem to like it.
Oh, and here's the best part of the whole outfit. Wait for it. Ta-da! When people honk, it'll motivate me to run faster. Hey, what's up with the ducks?
They're quacking. I think they like your outfit and saving the mallards. I mean, ducks.
Yeah, well, it looks like I'm gonna have some company on my race. Let's, mosey on along, little fellas.
Good luck, Iz. Between your high-tech gear and your ducky cheering squad, you're gonna ace this race.
Yes, sirree! Come on, ducks!
The laser is in this room. It's connected to the computer. You basically just hit print and then cuts it out on the laser cutter. We can cut a little flower or something if you guys would like.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, just stick this in, print to the laser cutter. It has a special lens that really focuses the light and makes it able to cut. You want to try it out?
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
All four of us love to cook.
The menu is collard greens and peach cobbler. You guys, this is awful for you. Our goal to make them more nutritious.
That's good.
So the four of us have been in the Mayday Parade every year. This year we wanted to do a huge group puppet together and we could sort of engineer it to move.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I think I want a calm horse. We're trying to figure out which horse would be best scientifically to be the smoothest ride.
Oh, I love the one on the ground.
Funding for SciGirls is provided by the following. The National Science Foundation, supporting education and research across all fields of science and engineering. The National Science Foundation, where discoveries begin.
Math, science, and curious young minds. They're our future. That's why ExxonMobil and former astronaut Sally Ride created the Sally Ride Science Academy to help teachers inspire our students so they may become the scientists and engineers of tomorrow.
Hey there! Hi! The SciGirls website is off the hook. You can set up a profile, find new friends, create a page for your science project, watch SciGirls videos, and have fun. So come on, be a SciGirl on pbskidsgo.org. See you there! Bye!